Hey, my name is Jonathan Sanders, and I am currently an entrepreneur. I am involved in a few different things. I am president and CEO of two real estate investment groups. One is John and John Real Estate, LLC. Another one is Capital Realty Group. Long story short, I started at GE. I was an inside sales account manager while selling medical imaging equipment remotely. Then I got a promotion, which brought me to Tulsa, Oklahoma, relocated me all the way to Oklahoma, where I became an imaging account manager, now kind of doing field sales. So I was selling medical imaging equipment, and I did that for about a year. So worked at GE for a total of 2 years, which I thought that was the company that, I was thinking about, I could retire here. This is a great company. I like it, it's cool, getting paid pretty well, got good benefits. And then COVID hit. So that kind of made me redirect my whole focus. I went into 2020 thinking, I want to just be the best imaging account manager I could be. This is my dream job, that kind of narrative. And then, COVID hits, and then, we're pretty much put on ice. So everybody's at the home office and like everyone else. And it just made me reevaluate some things, from like kind of March to May. I went through a period in time where I was starting to question my purpose. I had a conversation with my good friend John Ware, who was also with GE, and he was out in LA. And we started talking like, bro, during COVID, there's no way we could sit at the house for this long and not find another way to make money. So we started talking, and we got into the conversation about real estate. Now, I always wanted to be involved in real estate, but I never knew what my entry would be. I always told myself I don't have enough money. You got to have a certain amount of capital in order to get involved in terms of investing. But then he introduced something to me called wholesaling. So that kind of opened my eyes to a whole new realm. So with wholesaling, you're pretty much assigning contracts. The concept is you're able to do this, make a lot of money without having to use too much of your own. So we had that conversation. We were both like-minded individuals, both very driven and ambitious. And from there, we were like, let's go ahead and just start our own company. So John and John Real Estate. I'm Jonathan, he's John. So that's kind of where it came from. Very clever, I know. And, from there, we kind of that's where the whole entrepreneurship discussion started to happen. I feel like to be successful, and this is really in anything, is you have to have the correct mindset. So you have to have the can and the will power to do anything. You have to apply yourself, and you have to really just make sure that any decisions you make, you're willing to follow that through. So being an entrepreneur is extremely important that you're willing to put yourself out there, you're willing to be vulnerable, and you're willing to take chances. You're willing to risk things, and you're not afraid to look dumb. Sometimes you're gonna fail. You might fail big, and you're gonna fail in front of people. So, make sure that you make that decision and you follow through with it. And then, just make sure that you have a tribe around you, a support system of people that are gonna hold you accountable, people that are really gonna be there to lift you up when you need to be lifted up and keep you grounded when maybe you just say some outrageous things, like you sound a little crazy right now. But make sure that you have all those things in place before going into this. Never feel like you have to do this alone. Even if it's one person that you have, even if it's a support group of people across the country you've never met before, have a support group of people that can kind of like keep you grounded and make sure that they tell you, exactly, give you that guidance that you need. You can do anything that you put your mind to. So, you're never too young, you're never too old, it's never too late. And the timing might never be right. You gotta just throw yourself out there, and you gotta just say, hey, I'm gonna do this. This is something I've always wanted to do. I'm gonna take this chance, and I'm gonna put God first. That's something that was very important to me. Before I went to entrepreneurship, before I said, I'm not doing corporate anymore, I prayed about it first. So I said, God, is this what you want me to do? Is this where you want me to be? And he didn't show me any signs of no. So I just went ahead, and I feel like everything has literally been lining up. So I just put myself in position, and everything's been working out. But you absolutely can do it. You can do anything you put your mind to. And it's okay if you get into a situation as to where you feel like it's not working. It's okay to go back to the drawing board, and it's okay to start all over again. And of course, it's okay to fail. You will fail. Really, the most successful people in the world are people that have failed way more times than other people. They just failed their way to the top. You fail until you get it right.